Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Tuesday, October 1st, 2024. I am back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I am really grateful. I appreciate it. Sorry. I just woke up. Kind of don't know what to do with myself. So I said, you know what? I'm going to ride down here to this port and let y'all see what's going on with this strike. Just give y'all a first-hand view of what's going on day one of the port strike. What it looked like, what have you. So I'm going to show you that in a minute. I'm right outside the port, right? But first, I want to thank everybody that showed up for my live last night. It was beautiful. It was wonderful. Y'all showed up and showed out. Y'all helped me out a lot financially. I want to thank all y'all for the cash apps and the super thanks and the words of encouragement and just for showing up, supporting in big numbers. I appreciate y'all, and I want to keep this thing going. I got to keep it going. Because at this moment in time, who knows what's next? For me, I'm out of work, and thousands of other truck drivers that didn't have nothing to do with this. And millions of other people are out of work that's tied into this that you don't know about it, they don't talk about. Like it's a restaurant right around the corner that I told y'all about that was who the hell he want? Hold on. So the cop just made me leave, the port cop, whatever. We in a dictatorship pretty much. So there's the union workers posted up. All those trucks sitting there. I'm outside the port. They made me leave. I ain't even in the port. Look at all those. All that's supposed to be moving and working, but they parked. Ain't nothing going on up in there, y'all. Empty. How they gonna make me leave? The state own all this. Okay, I ain't doing that. Y'all see this business right here? It depends on that port. Just one example of what this strike affects other than the port workers, other than the union, other businesses and people's livelihoods that are affected. That don't have nothing to do with the strike, but it affects their lives. So once upon a time, this place would be, just yesterday, was busy. Today, nothing, but they open. It's right outside the port. Oh, there's one person. That's a good thing. We're gonna be all right, Shabam. We're gonna get it back working pretty soon. So if y'all in the Mobile area, come support this family-owned local business that is being hit by this strike. That has nothing to do with it, but is affected indirectly, like millions of other people will be affected indirectly by this strike. That was all. I wanted more footage than that. I didn't know. I should have known though. But I'm thinking like, well, I'm not crossing the picket line. I'm not going there to work. I'm not in y'all way. I'm out the way. The strikers and the picket line was like, they don't really have a picket line because the area you in, ain't gonna be nobody crossing it. Trust me, they don't need to be walking around in a circle holding their signs up. The gates are locked. Ain't nobody going in, and they got the Port Authority police out there making sure everything legit. So there ain't gonna be no problem and no trouble. Some of the other strikes, ports or whatever around the country that's involved in this. One of them, they had a couple of violent incidents or whatever where other workers that wasn't working for the port, like the trash guy going there to empty the dumpster or whatever, they wouldn't let him in, and he got jumped out of window bus or something. I saw him on the news. That's not here in Mobile though. Here in Mobile, they for what I just saw, they look pretty calm, pretty, ain't nobody out there, no truckers or nobody trying to go through the picket line and go to work. We all understand, especially me at least, and I'm gonna stay out their way. And y'all didn't hear it because I turned the recording off. The cop came and made me move. Said I can't sit right there. He asked me what was I doing, where was I trying to go. I'm like, right here. What are you doing right here? I said, I'm recording. Well, you can't sit right here. This is all state property. We own this, and I'm gonna need you to leave. Get what I did. I left. I ain't going to jail for no damn YouTube video. So I wish I could have got more footage than what I did, but hey. But at the time, it ain't much footage to get because they ain't doing nothing. They're not walking around in a circle holding the signs, what you would normally think of with a strike. They're not doing that. They got those tents set up over there I just showed y'all for that brief second. They got tents set up. They're out there. It probably look like about 30 of them out there. It's not even the whole union. So it's about 30 of them out there, and showing each other support. I guess, they're drinking water and got the tent covering them because it's hot out here. And ain't nobody, look, we ain't crossing no nothing. Hey, them folk, we ain't going in there. First of all, if you're going there anyway, you're going to be sitting there by yourself because ain't nobody finna service you. They all out there on strike. Ain't nothing in there working. Nobody. So what you would normally think about with a strike or whatever, with everybody out there walking around and folks trying to get in and what you call it, picket busters or whatever, them folk back in the day that would scabs, that's what they call them, scabs, where if you had a strike, the company would go find other workers that's willing to work and take the job of the union workers that on strike. They'll try to bring in other folks to do the job. They ain't doing none of that no more. I don't know if y'all remember back in the day when there was a strike, you would have what you call scab workers, which were people that'll be out of work, need work, they desperate, so they don't care nothing about the union on the strike. They need this paycheck. So the companies, to keep from having to pay the union what they want, they will go hire temporary part-time workers to come in and do the job. Well, you can't do that with the port because they got big lifts that I've showed y'all, and people wondering where they just go hire somebody else, go get some part-time. They can't hire nobody. The job, that's why they're making so much money. The job and the equipment that they work, you can't just hire anybody to do that. The majority of people don't know how to work that stuff in there. The lifts and the cranes and all that. You can't just go hire no temp service. Hey, y'all come work for the port. We'll pay you $20 an hour, while the union's striking. You can't do that. This particular union, these workers, they got skills. That's why they're getting paid and want more money, because of what they do. The average person can't do it. But they can train some more people. Who gonna train them? The people that know how to do it is in the union. You think they're gonna put themselves out of work, training their replacements? No. So the port just out of luck. The union gonna win this, or we gonna all of us gonna be screwed. If the union don't win, they ain't going back to work. They prepared for this. They prepared. We're not. Most of us, as Americans, are not prepared. They are. So they're going to sit it out. They doing what most Americans on the job should do, because we all underpaid, especially truckers. But we ain't going to unite like them. We going to just stand on the time clock and run our mouth. I done been there, done that with y'all truckers who coming at me when I'm telling y'all don't strike right now. Your ass ain't going to strike no way. For real, for real. You got a handful of trucking unions like Yellow Freight and others. They are a particular union on a particular job. But the overall trucking industry, I done been on jobs I done told y'all about. When I tried to organize a strike, how we were severely underpaid. I was hauling gasoline. You know them gas tankers y'all see at the gas station bringing the gas that you might think making a killing? They may be now, but it was back in 2000. I did that from 2003, not 2002, until 2008. I was a gasoline hauler. I couldn't take it no more. One of the lowest paid fields in the trucking industry, the gas tanker. I don't know what they making now. I know a guy chasing Andrew Jackson he in Nashville, Tennessee, I think, Andrew. He making 6 figures hauling gas. They done went up on the pay, obviously, or maybe it's the area he in, they done went up on the pay dramatically. But when I was hauling gas, I never made over $45,000 in a year as a gas tank driver. Now you had some making more than that. You know how you have, no matter what industry, you got one company that pay good. And back then, there was this company called DFT, Direct Fuel Transport in Mobile. They paid good. But the rest of them, I was working for Kenan, largest tanker company in the country. I don't know what they pay now, but back then, they ain't pay nothing. In 2002, when I worked for them. And I was attempting to get some of the drivers together. At another company I worked for called Superior Transport. After I left Kenan for better pay, so I thought. Went over to Superior, they were paying good when I first got there. They had just bought out a company called Leader Transport. Bought them out. And the pay was amazing when I first got there, when they first bought the company. They trying to attract drivers, right? So they're paying way more than everybody else, the other gas hauling companies in the area. After about 6 months, maybe a year at the most, I was there, they cut the pay in half. After we done got used to making this type of money, they cut us. They just did that to attract drivers because they was new and they had just bought that company, they were new in the area, Superior Transport. They cut our pay. All the drivers, man, that's messed up. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, blah, 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 blah. They done cut our pay. I'm sick of this. Now that, drivers just talking, yapping. Here come a leader, me. I'm a leader. I don't just run my damn mouth. So I said, hey y'all, how about this? They new down here. They don't want to lose no money. We got the power. Cause the line of work we in, they can't just bring anybody in to haul no gas tanker. So if we all walk out at the same time, they got to give us our demands or lose their company. You can't hire no scab workers to come in and do what we doing. We are a specialized carrier of what we doing. You got to know how to work this tanker. You got to know how to go to Chevron and different gas refineries. You got to be carded. In other words, you gotta be trained, verified. Chevron ain't gonna let you in there on the equipment to load none of their gas onto your truck and you ain't got it. You have to be trained for like a certain amount of time and have to be in there with a trainer a certain amount of time loading the truck before they let you come in there by yourself. So therefore, we got them by the balls. All we gotta do is go ahead and tell these folk, look, you put our pay. We don't want nothing extra. We just want you to pay us what you paid us when we came in here. Just put our pay back to what it was. We're not asking for a raise. We're just asking that you don't cut our pay. Put it back to where it was. Nothing extra, no more, no less. What I was making, put it back when you hired me. That's all we asked for. So I said, hey y'all, let's join together. It was 20 of us. Let's join together. Go in there and tell Andrew, which was the terminal manager, hey, let the owners know that we, as of this moment right now, we striking. We're not gonna pull another load until they put our pay back to where it was. That's all they had to do. They had to go through the big corporate thing like the unions have to do and whatever, what they fighting against, a big conglomerate. The owners was right here. We had direct contact with the owners that could immediately put our pay back to where it was. That strike would have lasted 20 minutes. If we would have did it like I was telling them to do, our strike would have lasted 20 minutes before they would have put our pay, because that's all we was asking for. No extra benefits, no paid holidays, no nothing. If I was making $20 an hour and you just cut me back to 10, put it back to 20. That's all we ask. Yeah, man, you right. You right, Big Ward. We need to strike. We gonna strike. What day you want to do it? This, that, and other. We gonna walk in there. We gonna, everybody was, yeah, man. We were gonna, man, F this, man. They playing with the wrong ones. That's what everybody was saying. So, I said, we're gonna do it on this particular day. I'm the leader. I'm the organizer. I'm the alpha dog. They following the leader. They follow me. They asking me what day we're gonna do it on. How, just all the specifics, I laid it out. So let's just say we're gonna do it on a Wednesday. Wednesday morning, 6 o'clock. When all of us supposed to show up to work, we're gonna show up in the office instead of at the loading rack. Wednesday morning, 6 o'clock, when we all supposed to be in there, it was me and 2 other drivers. We looking around like, where everybody at? It was just me and 2 other drivers. When it was time to actually do what was supposed to be done, nobody showed up. Left me hanging. Andrew, the terminal manager, came in like, y'all ain't working? What's going on? Why y'all ain't? So just me and them other 2 said we on strike. It didn't work. And they end up blackballing me, the company. I end up not getting in the load. We ain't got nothing today. Check tomorrow. I check in tomorrow. We slow. I'm looking at the truck going up and down, but while I'm out and about off, because they said we slow, they ain't fired me, but they made it so bad for me where I end up quitting. I knew what it was. They knew I had organized it, so they blackballed me while them other suckers still working. So I seen a couple of them like, man, what happened? Why y'all left me hanging? I thought we were going to go ahead and get something done. Man, I was talking to my wife. My wife was like, them old type of dudes. They had to check with their wife about business. You a man. You trying to handle business. You trying to provide a better life for your family, but you had to go check with your wife. Man, my wife said, you better not strike. You better not, My wife, I wish the F I would let a woman tell me what I'm going to do about my business. This is the type of men we got walking around here right now. That's why women don't respect us. Because you the type of man, when it come down to handling business and coming down to being a leader, you got to go check with your wife about you being a leader. You got to make sure she okay with your decision to be, and you the leader. You thinking that's what you supposed to do, but in reality, your wife don't respect you. Your woman don't respect you as a leader. That's why she talk back to you. That's why she treat you the way she treats you, because you're a punk. But she with you because for whatever you pay all the bills, this, that, and the other. But she don't respect you as a man. Well, when you making decisions, you got to check with her. She want to check with you. You ain't never heard a woman say, stop asking them what you want to eat and tell her what we're going to eat. Stop asking her what we're going to do, what you want to do, and go do it. Hey, look what we doing. We going to Ruby Tuesday. Get ready, baby. I'm going to take you out to dinner. We going here. Get ready, baby. We finna go out to the club and do some dancing. That's what a woman want out of a man. Not you, where you want to go, what you want to do. Step up and be a leader. That's what I am. That's why I don't have no trouble getting no woman. They see it, they can sense it, they can feel it. I done had women tell me, I can just feel your masculinity oozing off of you. And I love it. I don't know what she meant by that. She can feel my masculinity. But obviously that's something that a woman can sense. She can feel. She can taste it. The masculine, and she loves it. But you punks running around here left me hanging on a job where them folk end up getting rid of me because I was the only one who had the balls to walk in there telling folk, this what it is. And I'll do it again. They gotta have to fire me. Stand for something, or fall for anything. So don't come to me complaining about they don't want to pay us nothing. That's why I left around the time clock with y'all ass and went and got my own. And decided to be my own boss. I ain't rocking with you competent folks no more. Talk about a strike. It left me hanging. And now you mad at the union because they got the balls to stand up for what they want. And you don't. They want a 70% raise. That's too much. How you gonna tell another man what's too much for him to work for? Because you don't want to do it for yourself. Are you a man or a mouse? To the union workers, do y'all thing. To the rest of us, let's follow that example. For our own lives, on your own job, on your own company, where you know they underpaying you. Instead of talking shit about the unions for standing up for what they deserve, why don't we follow their footsteps and do the same damn thing? Get it, got it, good. Bye.